y'all, my name is Carrie Scher, and I am currently in the middle of the second draft of what I hoped will be my debut novel, Seekers of Empyrean. Seekers of Empyrean is a Monster of the Week inspired urban fantasy about a young woman with a rare magical ability who is recruited by a secret government agency to hunt down and stop a growing threat to the magical community. And if you've heard me say that before, you might be wondering a little bit about the magic system of Seekers of Empyrean. And today I want to talk a little bit about that. The magic in my world is based on physical movement. Basically, in order to invoke a spell, an arcanist or magic user needs to place their body and move in a very specific way in order to cast their spell. Even the placement of your feet has a direct impact on what kind of spell you're casting. So if you imagine a circle around you about the width of your shoulders, placing your left foot at each point of the compass determines a specific type of spell in relation to where your right foot is also placed. So if your left foot is where it would naturally fall on your left side and your right foot is where it would naturally fall on your right side, then the element of the spell you would be casting would be water. But the placement of your feet is not enough to determine what the spell does. You also have to make very specific movements with your arms. And there are multiple components to that as well. The first thing you have to consider is whether you are creating water from nothing or if you're manipulating water that already exists. If you're creating new water, then your left arm will determine what form that spell will take. In the water example, are you summoning a cloud of gas or hurling a ball of ice? That's what your left arm will determine. While your right arm will move in a specific way to shape the intent of the spell. Are you throwing it? Are you creating a cloud of gas around you to obscure you from vision? That's what your right arm is doing. So when you put it all together, you've got four main elements of a spell. Your foundation, or where you're putting your feet, the aspect, whether you are creating something new or manipulating something that already exists, the pattern, which is what form the spell will take, and then the form itself, which is the intention of the spell, what you're doing with it. Those are the key components of a somatic spell. But if you remember back to my log line, my main character has a rare magical ability. And what does that mean in the context of this magic system? Well, there are also 5 different subtypes of magic in this system that don't rely on somatic movements. And my main character has the rarest of them all, which I am calling blood casting. And blood casters do not have to perform somatic movements in order to cast a spell. And as you can imagine, that would be a highly prized talent for a magical law enforcement agency. To learn more, I hope you look forward to Seekers of Empyrean, which I am currently in the middle of my second draft. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. I'd love to chat with you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.